Today we'd like to teach you how to improve your push-up. Whether you can do a push-up from the ground or you have to do it from your knees, we want to show you the proper way and how to get to doing push-ups on your own from the ground. I'm Kori Boggs, personal trainer at Bennett Fitness.
I'm Brad Boggs, the owner of Bennett Fitness and also a personal trainer. Here at Bennett Fitness, we're all about helping you on your fitness journey, whatever that is. So we have nutritional tip videos, we have exercise tip videos, we also have a lot of workouts. So definitely check those out after this video. All right, like we say every video, let's jump right into it.
So if push-ups are not your strong point, I'm going to teach you 5 different things that you can do to improve your push-up. First, we're going to start at an incline, so doing an incline push-up. I'm going to use this barbell here. At home, you can use your bed, you can use a countertop, you can level up some books, whatever device or something that you can use to be at an incline rather than on your knees. So then as you get better, you can actually go lower and lower until you reach the ground. So when you do an incline push-up, think about any push-up actually, you're a moving plank. So you want to be in a straight body line from your shoulder down to your heels. When you do a push-up, as you go down, you want to make sure that your forearms stay vertical and your elbows go back at about a 45 degrees. So kind of like a V, or I'm sorry, an arrow from the middle of your spine down with your elbows. So see how I am like this? This is where you will go when you do your push-up. So on the barbell, you will lower your chest down to the ground, making sure that your body is moving like a plank with your elbows coming down at about a 45-degree angle or at an arrow, and press right back up. So this is the pattern that you would do on an incline, whether you're using your bed or a barbell like I'm doing, which is great if you have access to a gym, or even your countertop, and just moving through that pattern. And then as you get better, you would then go lower until you can get to the ground. From there, another way that you can do better up your push-up or get stronger is we would do eccentric push-ups. You get into a plank position. So again, I'm gonna always reference your push-up is a moving plank. We'll practice planks at the end. So in a plank position, often if you try this and you try to do a push-up, some of my clients, they will go down and their sticky spot is here and then they just can't push up, so they plop to the ground like I did. So we're gonna practice control at our sticky spot. So you start in your plank position. Think about, again, your forearms remaining vertical and your elbows going back at about a 45 degree. You go down for about the count of 3 until your sticky spot. So here's my sticky spot. I hold for 1, 2, 3, and then I lower down. That would be collapsing down. Now I'm gonna press up into my knees. So I'm kind of moving through a modified plank position. Then I come right back and I do it again. And I lower down to my sticky spot and hold for 1, 2, 3, and then just let yourself fall down. As you get better, you'll find that you may be even able to get lower. So your next, maybe you practice this throughout the week. The next week or 2, you can go down a couple inches lower and you hold here for 1, 2, 3, and collapse down. Another thing to think about when you do this, often people, when they're in their plank position, if you don't have core strength, because a push-up requires good core strength, good shoulder strength, chest and triceps. When you do that, often I see people, their hips are down like this, and they're going down and they're going down, and then their hips hit the ground first and their chest is lifted. You wanna think about your chest leading the way, keeping your whole body engaged. My quads are squeezed, my glutes are engaged, my core is strong. So when I lower down and I plop, my chest and my hips more hit the ground and I'm not just like arching through my back. So that's way 2. So the third thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna practice from the bottom up. So we just did the top down, now we're gonna do the bottom up. So we're gonna start on the ground, because this is often the hardest. So from here, we're gonna put our hands where they're supposed to be in line with our chest. I'm gonna tuck my toes under. I'm gonna straighten my legs. So notice how I'm squeezing my quads. I'm in a straight leg position. From here, often, especially if you can't do ground push-ups yet, you're not gonna be able to push yourself up from this position. So I'm going to practice, so that's another sticky spot. For an example, I'm just going to push into the ground as hard as I can for 3 seconds. So I'm gonna push as though I'm pushing myself off the ground. I'm gonna push for 1, 2, 3, and then relax. You do that about 5 times for 3 seconds. So we Look straight to the ground, like you're gonna lift yourself off the ground, and push as hard as you can for 1, 2, 3, and relax. As you get comfortable or stronger, you'll be able to push yourself in that position. So your legs are straight, your hands are in line with your chest. We're moving we're going in a moving plank. So we're going to get nice and strong. And we're gonna push into the ground and slowly lower yourself as a plank position. And that would be the third way that you can improve your push-up. The final two I'm gonna show you are gonna be core strength. I talked about in all of those, you're a moving plank. If you can't hold a plank position, your core is not strong enough to do a push-up. So you can practice that in intervals. So you can start with like 30 seconds, do multiple like 2 to 3 rep sets of 30 seconds. But in your plank position, we don't just hang out in here. People are like, I can do planks for 7 minutes on end. If you can do a plank for 7 minutes on end, you're probably not actually engaging purposefully your core. So when you're in this position, you want to think about creating tension. So as I'm in my plank position, I'm pushing into the ground, my quads are squeezed, and now from here, I'm going to pull my hands toward my toes and pull my toes towards my hands. That already fires up my core, and I'm already shaking a bit in my core. So we want to do that to really focus on that core strength. If you don't have core strength in your push-up, you'll find that when they try to push back up, they end up their hips sag and they press up like so, and they don't have this perfect plank the whole time. So with a push-up, remember, core strength, you want to lower down, you want to move and control elbows about 45 degrees, press right back up. The final core one that you can do is a hollow hold. You lay down on your back. So we want to again focus on good, strong core strength. We're down on our back. I'm going to raise my arms up. I'm going to bring my knees at 90. My feet are going to be flexed. So from here, I'm already tucking my pelvis under, my ribs are tucked down, and I'm going to extend my body out until a point that I feel tension in my torso. Maybe for you it's here, and that's great. So then you hold it for about 30 seconds. Bring it in, rest, and you could do about 2 to 3 sets of that. As you get stronger, you'll find that you'll be able to extend all the way out and hold that position, making sure we don't have any arching in your back, because that's just gonna feel it in your back. When people do these movements, they often think, I can't do it because it hurts my back. Well, it's because your core's not strong enough to go out that low. You need to find a position that you can go and hold for the entire time, whether it be here, whether it be here, and that's totally great. You're gonna get better as you practice. So that was the 5th way. So I encourage you to go home, try any one or all 5 of those to help improve your push-up. See where you start, practice it weekly, 2 or 3 times a week, and then each week can you improve just a little bit, because that's the goal. We want a little bit of improvement. So hopefully you learned something new. We love bringing these fun tips and tricks. Try them at home and subscribe to our channel. Like this video if you did. Baby and Daddy came back.
I had to go get her, that's why I couldn't be in this video.
He's not in this video.
I know you missed me.
I know. She tries, we try to show them to you together, but sometimes babies need one of us, so I got to teach you. Remember? So back to our fun stuff.
Parent life, which I'm sure you at home deal with as well.
Yes. So like this video, subscribe to our channel. We look forward to seeing you again. All 3 of us look forward to seeing you again. Bye.
Bye.